By yourself? On Valentine's Day? Don't you want to go with someone? Not like me, necessarily, but someone. You could get into really big trouble going out after curfew, though, boy. I'm not kidding. I know you're on Stuco, but that doesn't exempt you from the rules. It does, though. You shouldn't go. I don't want to lose you out there. She's talking like I'm heading out into a deadly snowstorm. It's just a few hallways. I don't know, but, like, things happen, trust me. You might not come back. Because I'll kill you with a knife. What's even the worst-case scenario? I get caught and someone calls my mother? It's a 50-50 chance that she'd even pick up the phone. Fine, whatever. Go out on a Friday night stroll, see if I care. But if you disappear, don't come crying to me. If you die, I will kill you. That doesn't even make sense. If I disappear, how could I come back crying? Never mind, just go already. Okay. I guess I have no choice now. Sweet. You don't even get to choose whether or not you want to stay with her or go. Well, that could have gone a whole lot better. I'll just quickly do what we came to do, and then get back to Gia as soon as I can. We'll patch things up and make it work as either friends, roommates, or lovers. Everything will be alright, and on top of that, everything will be great. But, before I do that, I'm going to break into my father's former office. What is this supposed to be? Funny thing about my old high school. I didn't keep many friends, but I sure did learn how to pick locks there. What school did you go to? I kind of miss that place. No one ever got murdered. In the interest of stealth, I can't turn on the lights, but even in the dark, the office looks just how I remember it from my childhood. The only sign that he's even gone is the lack of nameplate or any personal touches. I wonder what happened to those photos of Marcy and me he had on the desk. It was Marcy. Presumably, the interim headmaster uses the office now, but who is that anyway? I'm ashamed to admit that I have no idea. No one who I've asked will give me a straight answer. But there are file boxes for recent months arranged on the shelf, so someone must be doing something in here. So what are we waiting for? Let's travel all the way back to December 2013. There's bound to be some good stuff in there. I mean, these are interim headmaster's secret files. Any minute now, I'll find something absolutely mind-blowing. Or not. There's nothing related to my father in here at all. It's not like I was expecting plans to murder the headmaster to be in here, but his killer could have made this a little easier for me. There's a knocking at the door. I think we're about to get murdered. What's that? My heart is in my chest. My heart is in my chest. Yeah? Yeah, it is. Good call. Who could be knocking on the door at this hour? Boy? What? Gia? I don't want to know why you're in here, but why are you in here of all places? Like, I didn't even bring you during the tour. On purpose. Yeah, I know. I had to ask at the front office yesterday just to make sure I knew where it was. Why are you here? I asked you first. Look, I'm sorry I said all that stuff to you before. I was gonna try and cool off and just, let you do your thing, but I just kept thinking about what could happen, and I didn't want you to go through it alone, okay? So I went out after you because I was so worried, and I looked everywhere, running really quietly through the halls, but you weren't anywhere. And I thought, okay, where else might boy go? Maybe the Stuco room or headmaster's office, but no way! Why would she go there? But turns out she did go there, to the headmaster's office, which is supposed to be locked, where you really shouldn't be. I can't stand being in this room at all, so please, let's just get out of here before something bad happens. She followed me all this way just to tell me to come back? What is she so afraid of? Well, if it isn't Boy Mailberg and Gia Tran out for a romantic night of spelunking. Who just said that? Is there someone here in the room with us? Gee, I wonder. No, that's not possible. We would be able to tell if there was a third person nearby. That voice must be coming through some speaker somewhere. But I really can't tell anything about their identity thanks to the low quality of the sound. Who is this? Oh, I'm just a lone interested party who'd like to help Boy out a little with her breaking and entering stunt. Pardon me if I'm a little skeptical of the disembodied voice's intentions. Well, we're not breaking and entering. We're just about to leave, actually. Oh, no, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not some stranger who's out to get you. In fact, I know the two of you very well. By the by, how has Marcy been doing, boy? I do hope the firm has been treating her right. Marcy's my older sister. She's an attorney. How do they know her? You just transferred in from Worcester Academy in Palm Springs, California about 2 days ago. Yes, 2. You once tried to hijack your family's yacht. What? I want to know that story. You hate eating olives for a very silly reason, and you've got this obvious romantic tension going on with your roommate. I'm not going to give details, but just between us, string puller, that's all correct. Though I couldn't say how obvious the tension is. Wait, what was that last one? And Gia Tran, short for Gianna? You're from California as well, but the two of you never lived there at the same time, which is quite a pity. You're here on the Mortimer Everett Scholarship, even though you bumped into your interviewer and made her spill her coffee. You were a police witness last December, and you've completely fallen for your roommate, with which I do sympathize. The Mailberg women are quite hard to resist, in my experience. Wait, did this disembodied voice just call my sister hot? Am I imagining things? I could go on, but my point is that I'm not a stranger, dear. There's no use hiding anything from me. Who is this? Some of this information is easily accessible, but a lot of it really isn't. No, a lot of this you could find on, like, Facebook without adding as a friend. I stole that joke from Jenny Nicholson. I'm sorry. This can't be my informant, can it? Victor might know some of these things, but neither he nor anyone else in the student council would talk like this, I think. Anyhow, like I said, I'm here to help, so I'll give you a friendly pointer. If you want to find out more about what happened to the man who once occupied this office, I'd suggest looking through the sign-in logs of December 13th, 2013. Which students came to see the headmaster on that day? It's only natural that if it was foul play, someone foul must have been there. That actually makes perfect sense. However, dear, there's just one little thing you may want to keep in mind. They only keep these records around for a few months after the fact, and it's already been about 2. So if, like you've said, the two of you were just leaving, then may not be here when you get back. Which means tonight's the best night to do this. No, boy, we need to get out of here. Don't you get it? It's a trick. I don't know who this person is, or how they know so much about us, but they're not our friend. Why are we even here right now, boy? Why did you break into this office just to investigate a sign-in sheet? There's a lot you've never told me about yourself, isn't there? Again, we've known each other for 2 days. She's right, and Gia's involved in all this now, whether I like it or not. I should be honest for once and tell her everything. No, stop talking. I don't actually want to know why you're here. It'll only stress me out. All I know is if you're looking up what happened on December 13th, you won't find answers on that sign-in sheet. Look, boy, I'm not gonna leave you. If you want me to stay, I really will stay. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if something happened to you and I wasn't there. This time, I'll be brave. And maybe there's something I should have mentioned earlier about your dad. I killed him. So just tell me, are we going or not? I want so badly to go back with Gia to our room and leave this all behind. But do I even deserve something like that? And that sign-in sheet. I don't know when I'd get my next chance to see what's on it, if ever. Logically, I know that there must be a catch. No one just hands information to you. And this voice has been very suspiciously silent as we fight. But I've already come this far, and it isn't up to me anyway. Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. We're gonna save. Because I might want to come back to that one. Who knows? Let's stay. Some version of me's gotta do it, right? You want to look at those papers that bad, huh? Well, okay. I trust you. And, like, maybe this isn't a trick and everything will work out fine. That's all we can hope for at this point. So let's check out those sign-in records. I think the book where they keep them is over here. Every student who enters the office lobby has to sign in their name and the time they arrived. I'm not sure why they do it, but it's helpful at times like this. Boy, can you pause for a sec? Before you get to the 13th, there's something I should tell you. I'm the last name that's going to be on that list. She did it. She fucking did it, I told you. Huh? Like, don't freak out or anything, but when your dad died, I was there in the room with him. I saw it happen. Did I just hear that right? My roommate literally watched my father die. So I went to see him that day because of something, and it's not like I was trying to see him, but everyone just keeps pushing me to someone else till I end up there. I'd never talked to him before, but he was like, "Hello, Gia, take a seat," and it kind of looked flush, but not like what was going to happen would happen. I already know what happened to him, of course, but I have to ask anyway. What happened? I sat down, but I don't think we even got to what I came there to talk about, because he coughed really hard suddenly, and he was all like, "Excuse me," and I just nodded, because I don't know what you say after the headmaster says, "Excuse me." But then he coughed again, and I kind of grabbed his chest like this. I kept smiling, trying to be polite. I thought he just had a cold. Up until I saw the blood on his handkerchief, anyway. I didn't know what to do, or if I should say something, but he just kept coughing. And then he fell out of his chair, and you probably know the rest. I screamed. The police came. They were right outside the door. They asked me some questions, and then I went back to my room and cried all weekend. I thought I should tell you that before you saw that name on the list. This all raises 1,000 questions, but I'm not sure what they are. Was he acting strangely? Why didn't you tell me? That is a more prudent question. We're in detective mode. When was I going to say it? It's not really something you talk about with someone you hardly know. But you do say, like, "I have a crush on you, wanna fuck." You say that. Everyone told me it was an accident he had while taking his medication. But I don't know how you get something like that in your tea just by accident. Back on tea again. All these games, they're foisting tea on me. Whatever he consumed was something really, really bad. Like, not something you'd ever mistake for a painkiller. Almost like some kind of poison. But I knew it would be a bad idea if I ever pointed that out to anyone. I'd get in so much trouble. Oh, that's yeah, that would get her into some sticky territory if she had said that to the wrong person. We're kind of corrupt like that here. Boy, you haven't been here for very long, but some really sketchy stuff happens here at this school. Whenever people get too involved in something they're not supposed to know, they just disappear. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mailberg Academy is really great for your future, but only if you get out as fast as you can. So if you want to look at that sheet and find some information and make a fuss and ruin our lives, well, I'll do it with you, I promise. I can feel her hand trembling next to mine, and I grab it. If we're about to make a huge mistake, we make it together. Yeah, when you say that, it almost sounds like everything really will turn out okay. That's what I'd really like to believe right now. Alright, here's the log from Friday, December 13th, 2013. Just like she said, Gia's name is the last one on the list. And the name right above it is Ellis Rajendran. He's never mentioned. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, what was that? Is someone else here? I look around, but I can't see very well in the dark. It must have just been an indoor breeze, right? Because breezes creak. Because who else would be out here tonight? No one should know that we're here. Besides, that voice. What sweet little sheep you two have been. You stayed right where I wanted you to stay, so I could come and take care of this myself. I really do appreciate the faith, boy. It was a trick. I told you it was... Oh my god, I think we died. Some advice, dear, for another you. Never let a disembodied voice guide all your decisions. Because honestly, they don't care at all what might happen to you. They just want to watch the next part of the story unfold. Isn't that right, my dear reader? So I think we died. Gia ending 1, the last one. Alright, so we got Gia ending 1.